Let's do this. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce you to a phenomenon known as Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a GPS-based game in which your character in his virtual world is the same place as you are in your real world. And he will only move if you do. Now, in this game, you have the chance to go out, explore, and catch these strange, wonderful creatures called Pokemon. In Pokemon Go, you also have the ability to spin things called Pokestops, which we'll see if the one out there loads. Maybe. We're trying our best. There we go. So this is a Pokestop. This little disc in the middle, you can actually spin it. But we're a bit too far away. As you say, it says walk closer to interact. So you have to walk to play the game. Now, it also has things called Pokestops, or Pokegyms, which you can put your Pokemon in, and raid battles. We'll get into that later. Now, this has a lot of cool health benefits. It can make you more emotionally and physically healthy. It allows you to meet cool people, and it allows you to visit historical and interesting places. Now, the first one we'll talk about is the fact that it makes you more physically and emotionally healthy. Now, unless you're playing at the dead of night every time, you gotta go outside when the sun's out. And the sun actually allows you to get more vitamin D, which Harvard Health states helps you fight anything from cancer to depression. So, going outside, you're gonna be happier, healthier, simply by being outside. Not only that, but it wants you to be active, wants you to walk around. It has incentives to allow that, as I'll show you here. This is my buddy. He is a Porygon, but his nickname is D3. And as you can see, I have to walk him 3 kilometers to get a candy, which I can use to evolve him and power him up and make him generally stronger. So that's one way that they're going to want you to walk. Here, I want you to walk your buddy. And so by doing so, making you do better things in the game. Another one that is an incentive for walking around, if we go to our Pokemon, awesome, slide over, is eggs. This one is a 5K egg, meaning you have to walk 5 kilometers for it to hatch. And the incentive here is that eggs are generally going to be Pokemon that hatch out that are overall better than Pokemon of the same species you might catch in the wild. Another cool thing is it actually makes you more mentally and emotionally healthier. It has a thing called classical conditioning, which is where you have small victories that release dopamine in the brain, which is the happiness drug. It makes you feel better. And then you get happy and you want to play the game more often. Now, if you look right here, another example of one of those dopamine releasers. And I will slide down real quick to my medals. There we are. These are my medals, which reward you for doing things in the game, like catching specific types of Pokemon. I'm going to pick one real quick. For example, I've caught 419 Fire-type Pokemon. Now, at catching 200, I got a gold medal. We can check. At catching 50, I got a silver, and for catching 10, I got a bronze. And each one gave me a Fire-type catch bonus, which made it easier to play the game. So, and all those cool badges are going to release dopamine, make you happier. It helps fighting anxiety. Good stuff. Another cool thing is meeting interesting and diverse people. So, I was talking about those raids. If we'll exit out real quick. Go here. They spawn on things called gyms, which, here are some gyms badges, which we'll talk about a bit more later. And when that happens, it's a Pokemon that is significantly powerful, more powerful than Pokemon that might be found anywhere else. And you get the ability to go in with a bunch of people and fight it. And you don't have to know those people. These are simply people that are in the area and want to fight that Pokemon together. And friendships are instantaneous, because you have to work together. So a really cool thing there is when you're working together, you have this immediate commonality that says, hey, I like Pokemon, you like Pokemon, let's be friends. And that's pretty much how that works. You guys work together, you do that, and then you talk for a little bit after, if you're lucky. And so that's really cool. I've made friends with an 80-year-old Pokemon Go player and a 5-year-old Pokemon Go player. And they're both super awesome experiences. It's so cool to meet people that are different and new, but at the same time play Pokemon. Another really cool thing is you get to go visit cool historical places. Those gyms I talked about, right here, the gym badges, the game that Niantic, which is the company that produced Pokemon Go, originally had was called Field Trip. And all it was here historical museums, cool places that you could go to. For example, this one, down here, is actually the Mexican War Memorial at Memorial Park, which is down by my house. And so it rewards you for going to these places, which is really cool. And so you go there, you go to this place, and you're like, well, normally I wouldn't go there, but there's a gym there, so I'll go check it out. And you get to go to things like the McNair Museum, which after Pokemon Go opened, reported a 50% increase in visitation. And you get to see places you might normally go. Parks, which are going to have a higher increase of Pokemon because there are more people there. And they want you to go out and go to parks. So, Pokemon Go is really cool. It allows you to go meet new people, see really cool places. In fact, it even keeps a track of where these gyms are in the world. We'll zoom in a little bit. I went down to Florida at one point, and if we zoom in close enough, it'll separate. So there's the 10, and there's the 7 that while I was down in Florida. So this game is really cool, and it allows you to do some really cool things. Now, maybe don't play it how I play it, which is nearly all day, every day. But even playing it a little bit will do leaps and bounds. So, you want to get a little healthier, be a bit more active, meet some cool people, see some cool places, try out Pokemon Go. It might help with that.